Communications interface online. Have a very safe day.
Leader, the exit. Awaiting further orders. Sergeant, do you read? I'm at the emergency exit, awaiting orders. You hearing me? Hello? Is my radio working?
Attention, District Commander Zavo speaking. All citizens of this district are charged with breaching public safety and committing illegal activity on condemned territory. You will be subjected to preliminary arrest and questioning. Local security systems are reactivated. Attempts to evade or resist arrest or to destroy evidence of criminal activities will be submitted as incriminating actions at the court.
Citizen notice. Failure to cooperate will result in permanent off-world relocation.
MPs work fast today, and all that equipment was already waiting for them from before depopulation.
Tell me about it. They're doing their best to trap us here.
Calhoun was around here somewhere, but I bet he won't even remember about it.
Power 30%.
Excuse me.
Blood loss. Blood. Blood. Power 40%. Power 55%.
Jesus Christ, where the hell did you come from? What are you wearing? Who? You're with that egghead. Is that right? That quack screwed up, and now Zabo's pigs are all over the district. God damn it, I spent 5 weeks siphoning the fuel from that old tanker, and now what? They're gonna be raiding here for days, shut down the entire trade route. Marvelous shit, screw this. Screw you and screw those losers from the workhouses, I'm done.
You can all go to hell. Oh, sure. Go ahead and take my things. I can't deliver those shipments anyway, thanks to you. Stay away from me. Shoot, you've done enough here.
Testify.
CP unit in City 17. Poor bastard doesn't stand a chance.
I blame Black Mesa.
Alert. Community ground protection unit. Local unrest structures detected. Assemble. Administer. Counterpart.
Good God, Gordon. I've never seen the Metro Police riled up like that. Not even during the riots. I got Kleiner with me. I was going to escort him out of the sector under my clearance, but the cops already showed up by the time we were done with the lab. It would have been too risky. Let's not waste time. This way. Well, it sounded like you caused quite a stir outside the lab. I don't like having you on the front lines, but to tell you the truth, your diversion was helpful. There's Dr. Kleiner. Do me a favor and check on him. I need to monitor the police broadcasts. Oh, Gordon. You're here. I'm afraid we'll have to postpone our scientific endeavors. You see, we had to evacuate in a hurry. Damn it, we burned it down. My recollection of what happened is still a bit hazy. There was some kind of unexpected interference. Some of it looked like... Well, I've checked the radio chatter. We don't seem to know where we are exactly, but don't count on it staying that way. If they become aware of my activities, I'll be lucky to just be incarcerated. To be put to endless interrogation in the Citadel. Or even turned into a servitor. I'll get in touch with some of my contacts. We'll smuggle you out somehow. And what about Gordon? Well, the cops are wising up to him. He'll only be out of their reach on the other side of the wall. But the outer wall is supposed to be impenetrable. The security there supposed, but it's not nearly as impenetrable as the console wants you to think. Look, it's not a perfect plan, but if you stay ahead of the Metro Police, get to the wall, and then lay low until night, maybe, just maybe, you'll even cross the wall undetected. That'd be the way to do it. Wait, Doc, shouldn't we tell them about the suit radio too? What? Oh, that's right. Gordon, as you may recall, your suit was constructed with a number of tracking devices, the communication system, etc. Dr. Cross designed it to monitor the wearer, collect biometrics, even send software updates. There was one time in particular, Doc, when get to the point. Yes, the suit's communication interface is largely automated, similar to most of its functions. In theory, it should be able to pick up nearby transmissions and feed them into the audio channels. You'll usually hear the cop chatter around 45 megahertz.
News segments. Some unlawful gathering at 351 and 2507 goes at 398. Think it's going to get worse? Put our hoods on their neck and they'll be quiet again. It's going to be a lot of fun beating the hell out of those cocky 404s.
That's the same squad I heard before. They're getting close. I don't want to be here to greet them. Doc, stay put. I'll be right back. Follow me, Gordon. Gordon. Please be safe. Remember, you need to leave the city. Turn your back on the Citadel and keep going. Sooner or later, you'll enter the canals. Don't stop until you reach the outer wall. You'll know it when you see it. They're busy rounding up civilians. This sector is officially depopulated, so likely smugglers or squatters. If my co-workers are distracted enough, you could slip by them. I'll see if I can message some of my contacts along the wall. They might help. And don't try anything crazy, okay? Just be on your guard and be careful.
Oh, I feel sick.
Shut up.
My enviromap download is failing. Any ideas what to do?
I'll be going to take them to the station for questioning.
What the hell for? We're up at the stands and administer verdicts.
Thanks for the help, but you better get out of here.
That's you all over.
I'm not a betting man, but the odds are not good.
Wanna bet?
Sounds like they're calling in every CP unit in City 17.
Zabo to posts Tower 9 and Tower 8. Code BT Shield Contain. Airwatch. Shift deployment to segment 390.
Overwatch confirms critical casualties in segment 386. Where are our video scans?
Stand by.
Keep away from those things!
Power 37%.
All units, addendum to your visual download. Preliminary identification reports on primary subjects as Gordon and Framer. Tried to get a mostly intact body for confirmation.
Power 35%. Demolition 100%.
Updating the list of silence posts. Transmit diagnosis to counter teams. Overwatch will extrapolate data to target vector prediction.
10-103, reach the corner. Move into the canal zone. Prepare for 1091Vs in the area. Sir, who's this Freeman guy?
Are you kidding me? You don't know the Black Mesa guy?
How could he be here? What does he even want?
Don't ask me. I took a look at his index file. There's nothing there that isn't obsolete or useless.
This is Colonization Squad K9. Can we carry on? We have moved capitalist.
Okay, squads. Carry on with your duties. Permit 1. Perform a sweep of Canal zone sector 4 to 9. Wind 110 4 meters. QNH 1008, QFE 994. Temperature 19 degrees. Visibility 4 kilometers. Clouding, possibility of rain. Switch to line 2 for takeoff coordination.
Roger. Switch to the line 2. patrolled here before. This entire area gets noise spikes at random. In about, fuel rates are good. Hey, dispatch, is DuPont at the station?
Huh? Who?
DuPont, I had a flight on Wednesday. Pissed me off with his constant questioning who, where, and when.
Oh, he's not here, and tell him to go to hell next time. Where's the target?
I already told him to go to hell. Didn't see the target. Cauterized some bioinfection.
Alright, do the 22502.
Someone's been stealing from our storages.
Stay calm, kid, and tell me the details.
Security's intact, but we're missing camera footage for an entire week. A lot of armor is gone. Some guns. Can't note it down. Can't track anything.
Okay. Better wait till late. I'll try to move it to right. So I got a suspicion for a while.
Target at Shadow. No confirmation on vector. Suggested lamp exits from the tunnel system.
Heavy Patrol Group 3 is issued a maladjustment reprimand and a 10 ration penalty. If I hear about anything like this again, you'll be shipped cargo before you know it. Patrol the compound. Ground units, await schematic download. Parasites by the teams are to stay on their posts and continue their work. Salvo out.
I hear it's a lot better out in the country.
Hello, interesting looking person. Not much to tell you. We just got here 2 days ago and didn't get to know these people. Early in the morning, we woke up from civil protection dropping head crabs into the pipes and scrambled up here. Oh. Well, there goes our pest control.
playing verses, and without all the disconnecting. Piss off. And here I thought you got shot back there.
Is this Police Commandant Sebo?
Who is this?
Stabilization Force Commander, Barrier Sector 7. Overwatch projects his vector towards my territory. If he crosses into the sector, I'm to assume control of his amputation.
And if we get him?
Transmit Overwatch comm info to your units. Commander Falconberry out.
Warning. Vital signs.
It's you, the one they're hunting for. Come on in. Matt, that Gordon Freeman guy is here.
What? Oh, you're heading for the wall, yeah?
My view of the situation is cross today, as soon as you can.
Walk right into Falconberry sector?
You say that as if he'll have a better chance with a Bina or Matreski.
They wear heavy ballistics armor. They've got APCs, heavy guns, and helicopters there.
If you give him time to nag for more reinforcements, they'll get tank-class infantry, and I take my chances with the garrison, not Striders. Our local brainwashed drama queen, known as Commander Falconberry, is not too popular beyond his own garrison, so they're not in a huge rush to help him, yet.
Let's drop the topic. This will go nowhere. There's another camp right ahead. They were in trouble. We heard the gunfire.
If it's any consolation, what you've already done has been a huge inspiration to people. The murderers are afraid.
Our only shotgun is eaten by a bull squig, so you can take the ammo.
Oh, hi. I'll open the gate. If you see any buckets standing under blue bubbles, don't knock them down. They're for collecting drinking water. Also, even if you get desperate, don't try to eat hydras. They filter water, but they won't metabolize in your body. It's like drinking mineral oil, but a bit worse.
And tell Falconberry to go eat a crayon.
my ass in here? Seems like a waste of time to me. What does that freak know anyway? So think about it, he's so old, and yet he's only made Sector Commander. Seems like a real loser to me.
Hey! You're Freeman, aren't you? You okay?
nothing.
and Zabo, you are granted mandatory emergency promotion. Accept access to riot control. Coordinate with Commandant Hauser and Commander Choshin.
Are you Oh, shit!
Accept promotion for permissions update.
Promotion accepted.
Sir, we're receiving transhuman reinforcement from Commander Avena of 8th Wall Sector.
Direct them to Major Gray. Those cops are only good for taking bribes.
Infestation Team H4 completed biome deployment into the tunnel system.
What? Oh, no,
Medical systems engaged. Pain suppressant administered.
This is Vital 1, he's running. Moving on position. No! I'll take my eyes! Shit! No! They're getting in! I got it! No! Ah!
Anyone just flatlanded is on the move. We need air upon his coordinates.
Our primary is, stolen armor unit. 10-9, primary target is in control of a heavy armed vehicle. He's not supposed to even interface with the controls. Where did he get a UBC interface?
Order teams are reporting that he joined local chargers.
Bridge lock points to the 6. You're on potential target vector. Lock your gates, hold up and sit tight. We're sending you overwatch support.
Any armor infected by the primary. I repeat, shoot the bastard with all you've got. Read your commander.
did he get permission so fast? Which one? Destroy a vehicle if criminal violence. I don't think he got an actual permission. Do we do it then? Yeah.
Hey, Anthony's spare body armor. I get it. But it's unfair when his armed helmet can stop bullets. Your body packs can stop bullets, and all we've got is this.
Excesses of the Black Mesa incident have been laid directly at his feet. And yet unsophisticated minds continue to imbue him with romantic power, giving him such dangerous poetic labels as the one free man. We have scarcely begun to
Bridgebot 5, this is Hoplite 3.
Here you are, Hoplite 3.
Bridgebot 5, when you going to demolish that goddamn farmware? It's been half a year since the raid.
Well, we can't do it right now.
The main stabilization nexus is calling off 3 armor strike teams sitting on less suppression.
We need them at the first perimeter.
We need them! Just across the figure what we're having here!
I have no time to watch your internal politics.
Freeman is one guy! You can manage without those teams!
Zabo, can you shut up? That one guy just tore your entire district force into pieces.
We got direct prime permission. An armor team is en route. Zabo out.
They might call them crabs, but I'll tell you what, they don't taste like crab.
dispatch to Bridge Lock 5. He's moving in your direction. What is your 10101? Bridgelock 4 is report reinforcement false.
Bridgelock 2, confirmed.
Bridgelock 4, partial confirm reinforcements on route.
Bridgelock 5, confirmed.
Bridgelock 6, confirmed.
Bridgelock 3, CCP map is done. This is Hoplite 3. Contact confirmed. Sterilizing. Reporting 8-5, sector overrun. Repeat, sector overrun.
You got it? We need empty streets right now! Forget about all the symbols, landers, all that crap! You just find it, Gary. Not even 20! Get the transport, throw them in there, then get into it, let them leave, and watch out with it. So exception for that. The exception for everyone! Fucking everyone!
What's going on in the city? They wouldn't even leave the new speech on. I hope this doesn't last long.
Aircraft compromised. Displacing for repairs. Request reserve activation.
Access authorized. Return.
Oscar Foxtrot, this gun at the 16-4. Radio teams go sharp. He is going down at any cost. At least a dozen of workers still on site. That dropship won't be on time. Escort them inside, then back to defenses.
the battery storage with a password override. We can't have them out. Anyone who didn't get evacuated, find a place to hide and keep your heads down. This boy a little compromised. I can see that.
Attention 7 sector forces. Deprioritize anti-citizen prim and containment. Fall back to hardpoints and hold for override codes.
Believe that. Full silence and forwarded frequencies. LCT only.
GM 984-1. You are charged with defiant maladjustment. Commence Main sector teams report. 7 sector team members report your status. Please.
protection
Well, well, if I had a suit like that, I'd be going to the other end of that pipe more often. You can't stay here. There's another camp further ahead, and you can't stay there either. Sorry, it's nothing personal. Don't make him mad. Oh, yeah, ignore the metalhead in the cell.
Request realization of legal construction into integration into society.
Baby, we don't have
So,
a radio
a little more
here.
walking that
The
way,
only way
come
we
to an
make
old
contact is by
junkyard.
walking.
The junkman
And you're not
probably
going
died.
anywhere.
Oh, that's the place you want to go.
This is a condemned zone. Inhabitation is a non-compliance, cooperating with those mindless execute drones where they belong in the generator cells.
Oh, look who's talking about drones.
We have talked about the neural integration race. It focuses and improves individual aspects of it.
I can't give you better directions. I've never been out that way myself.
Have you seen that lone, sad eye dog beyond the camp spill? I should take that pup to the camp, but I can't figure out how to carry him across safely.
Zero squall approved. Deploy to carry down the last chance to contain the threat.
The ashen incense of wind precedes your presence. Insurrectionist, hold your fire and and let us tread this short path together. A balance was achieved in this place. Let it linger a bit more. The final hunt comes.
Accept energy. Halt. Hold still. The free man must certainly.
Let your blade be joined to our lightning to ward off the...
Transmission received. Mission declared failed. Remaining units retract autonomously.
The Combine are not relentless. Their reach is at an end here. Do not look back on.
Fantastic! That's how you do it, eh, Freeman? I can't believe this day has finally come. Between you and me, I don't trust those border guards.
Be certain the Combine shall follow you no deeper into the Wasteland, insurrectionist. Already too desperate to stray so far away from the shadows of Cold Wall. You have brought rich salvage to reap.
Somehow, I thought things would be better by now.
Try not to let it get to you.
Yes, forward.
Such radiant machinery encases you. Such dreams embedded in its wires. It serves you well.
Where to now? To what end? Here we stay. Forward! Freeman, beware! place is here. We are leaving. Meeting one lost legend. Jubilant. Too excessive.
Insufficient power. Failure.
They all told you to hit the road and get lost, haven't they? Any toes stubbed by the door? No? Be nice and we won't harm you. Get the door back up. Are you sure the elbow servo is good? Golden Freeman. You can call me Eli. Simply Eli. No second names, no monikers, no inquiries. This is Doug, who, by the way, strangled down some lone Combine scouts a couple hours ago. Seeing you here explains what that was about. Check the other exits and come back. We are going to the salon. I won't be able to offer warm cafe latte and fresh bamboloni to improve your first impressions, but you can dust off. You're lucky that I was nearby, or, well, no matter. If you are hiding from the Combine, be our guest. But life around here isn't the most pleasant, and the fruits of the land not plentiful. Let me look at the weather station. Feel free to look around. Be my guest. The weather station shows a storm front from the northeast, 2 hours away. It might pass by. It might not.
His figure is synonymous with the darkest urges of instinct, ignorance, and decay. Some of the worst excesses of the Black Mesa incident have been laid directly at his feet.
Dog, everything's okay? Uh-huh. That must be the storm. Hey, Freeman. You look like you need some shut-eye. There's a bed over there, by the green lamp. I'll be in the main cave if you need me. You are up already. You looked like you could sleep for a week. I took a look at your suit. Did my best to make the flashlight work again, cleaned some contacts, and found a radio locator. Or at least I think it is one. The rest I didn't dare to touch, and I assume you want it back right now. I'd love to have a whole month to look at this thing with dog. I've seen some chips marked Black Mesa, some combine tech I don't understand, and strange welding decisions. Thought I'd show you something. I've put together this, a chronicle, for anyone to see if they come by. It's hard to keep track of our history these days, so even if you trust your memory, it's good to look at the sources from time to time. The remote is yours. We need to start somewhere. Why not this? I've never seen 17 like this, without a citadel. I don't even remember the early reports. Had to piece it together later. First, anomalous thunderstorms in North America. Then, it pops up on the other side of the world and spreads. Investigators begin to figure things out, but they quickly all drowned in chaos. And yes, I picked out one of the papers that had your face on it. You don't seem very impressed. The countryside was all over the media that year. All those small towns ravaged by the storms and terrorized by creatures. But looking back now, no one stopped to count how many held out. Too many people crowded into big cities for the illusion of safety, despite all the hunger and disease. Some didn't want in. Plenty weren't allowed in. Each pocket of civilization began to get more isolated with each week, as everyone tried to live just one more day. It was the rise of volunteer defense squads that the Combine would later absorb and convert. Good luck doing anything when it's all like this. Soon, the infrastructure passed its breaking point, and that's when they chose to strike. The citadels came all at once, in the blink of an eye. A chunk in the city center goes, poof. I remember how I felt a strange wind, then only later saw it. Earth put up a fight that lasted all of 7 hours. And most of that was the Combine fighting our living environment. The boiling hole of the Pentagon. The glass horizons of South Asia. A fracture of everything to its core. I am still not sure why they sought out Breen. Why he was the one to sell us all out. People were locked up in shock. Couldn't question it. After the war, the Combine had to put something back together for them to use. But feels like they're investing less and less effort, as Breen grows desperate to please them. And if Breen doesn't know what they want. Most people learn to go along with their mouths shut, as they lost control over where their world is going. The city folk don't think about what's happening here outside. They don't look out for the trains. The Combine holds a sparse network of strongholds tied by transport lines, as most of the in-between lies abandoned. So, all of the rejected remnants flock to the middle of that big nowhere and try to make it somewhere. Real settlements, not like here. This one man, Vance. If not for him, so many lives would be an endless night. And I don't even have a photograph to show. He is still at his militia retreat across the Dead Sea. I know as much. I hate this cave. I hate gardening. I hate the animals breaking through the fence I will never finish. And I'm tired of waiting for the day I lie down and die of a heart attack. Let's go. Out. This was never home. To hell with it. I'll give you... You'll see. Me, with dog. We'll shut this place down and leave for the city. I am done. I need to die among people. Here are your weapons, in the bag. The junkyard. Pre-war, but war added many things in here. In other times I might have given you a tour, but that is not meant to be. And I know your ears are already ringing from all my yapping. You can tolerate the geriatric coot for a little more, right? Dog, be gracious and bring the cannon from the crane. Dog came with the invasion force. Got half of his body blown off and was left behind to rot. There's a much longer story, but anyway, he doesn't want to go back to them. We both are two old, stubborn, damaged idiots, far away from home. Freeman, over here. Like many waste dwellers, I had to become a self-taught gunsmith. This was one of the few successes. People called this one the gravity gun. I didn't build it all from scratch, naturally. As I was told, the core of this device is related to the field manipulators for Combine portal reactors. I guess that's true. It works, well, like this. Take this thing. You are a smart man, so I expect you to figure out how the gravity works with some practice. That locator. Where is that from? Since the range... So, if that was the radio locator, it should start picking up a few beacons around here. Try using the gravity gun to get to them. Dog shouldn't mind. When we still had company around here, I used to give out the gravity gun to play with dog, to throw around the ball. God only knows where that ball is nowadays. Why don't you stand by that blue barrel, and you, dog, can improvise something? Right, huh? You're natural. Can't believe you're ordering it for the first time. I see that suit helps with the pushback.